I'm Brian, and that's Jeremy, and every week on PSVR,
This week,
we take a look at the new VR games that are coming to the PlayStation Store this week.
we gather up all the videos we could find, all the descriptions we can plagiarize, and we condense them down into the short video for you.
Sometimes we look at delayed games, updates, DLC, or new game announcements.
So without further ado, here's PSVR This Week.
Pixel Ripped is back with a brand new, nostalgia-filled virtual reality game within a game, this time in the year 1995. To restore balance to multiple dimensions, our video game hero Dot recruits the help of the best gamer from 1995. Join this unlikely duo through challenging throwbacks to all of your favorite classics from the late 16-bit and early 32-bit era of games inside a virtual reality world, all while maneuvering the real-life challenges of a kid who just wants to save the world by doing what he does best, playing video games. Just a heads up, while the North American version of Pixel Ripped 1995 will be here on the 12th, the European release is happening the following week, on May 19th. Final Assault is an action-packed World War II theme RTS built from the ground up to capitalize on the power of VR. Tower over the battlefield as war rages around you in 360 degrees. Command jeeps, tanks, and artillery in massive ground battles as the skies erupt in bullets, flak, and dynamic dogfights. Execute airstrikes and bombing runs as you advance your troops toward your enemy territory. Final Assault is officially awesome, and the online 1v1 multiplayer really puts it over the top as a must-have game for PSVR. And according to developers Phaser Lock Interactive, this week it's finally making its way to the European PlayStation Store. The developers over at Neat Corporation are doing their best to get budget cuts out on PlayStation VR, but it seems that all but one of them is working from home. So who's the one dude that keeps showing up at the office? Meet Leo, and watch his descent into madness as he works with his new coworkers. Despite the new team's work ethic, there's good and bad news. Quote, "The good news is that budget cuts on PlayStation VR is running smoother than ever, and after playtesting several times, we can confidently say that this is the most stable and content-packed version of the game to date. So here comes the bad news. We're feeling the effects of COVID-19 on slowing down our production schedule. This means that we've decided to push the launch of budget cuts on PlayStation VR to the 10th of July.
What the hell? A bad omen? Whatever. I need to take shelter.
On last week's episode of PSVR Gamescast Live, we showed off this new footage of Undead Citadel. Well, we thought it was new footage. It was actually footage from an old build that didn't include Undead Citadel's new physics engine. Alpha testers had requested more weight to the weapons, so now everything will have a certain amount of weight, but still allow for fast combat. This huge update means that Undead Citadel won't be hitting its anticipated second quarter release window, but the devs assure us that the delay will be worth the wait.
By all the... You're losing your integrity, so...
This past week was truly an unforgettable week for PlayStation VR. Getting The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners was an awesome surprise, but when we dove in and realized it was practically a perfect port of the PC version, we were all blown away. So this week, we're excited to give away 2 keys for the North American version of Saints and Sinners. So, how do you enter? It's easy. Just leave your PSN name in the comments below, and we'll pick 2 winners at random and announce them on this week's episode of PSVR Gamescast Live. That airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
He begged me not to tell the others. He didn't trust them.
Trust gets you dead when it's given to the wrong person. She will not help you. She will corrupt you.
Do it now, Torres, please! We are out of time!
Heaven has turned against us, and hell is rising up.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of PSVR
This week. We'll be back next week to keep you up to date on all the VR games coming to the PlayStation Store.
But keep in mind that no one outside of Sony really knows what games are coming when.
But we'll do our best to keep you up to date each and every week on PSVR This Week.